Welcome back to Mass Appeal. You might be used to getting presents on your birthday, but right here in the Valley, one man is using his birthday as a way to give to others and to try to raise support for great causes. David Jaffe is a birthday philanthropist, and he's here to tell us how we can turn our birthdays into a day of service and satisfaction. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
A lot of people might have seen you out, but for those of us who didn't, tell us what you did.
Well, it was my 52nd birthday, and ever since I turned 50 years old, I've decided to engage in acts of giving on my birthday because I find I derive greater joy from that than I would if I were to, like, throw myself a party or, you know, do some of the more traditional things.
Yeah.
So it started with my 50th when I went to the local food pantry at the East Hampton Community Center, and I gave a $50 bill to the first 50 people who showed up.
Wow. So
Yeah.
$50 bill for each of the first 50 people.
$2,500.
Wow, because I'm no mathematician. Thank you for that.
Happy to help. Last year I did 51 good deeds in Northampton and East Hampton. I paid for people's parking, bought them coffee, paid for their laundry, gave them out little gift bags. It was great fun. This year I wanted to do something a little different, and I wanted to do something that would benefit some charities that I feel are doing very important work here in the Valley. So I approached Thorne's Market, and they were incredibly gracious and supportive and allowed me the use of a table on the first floor of that shopping center. And what I held was a free raffle for charity. And anyone who chose to enter, I would donate $1 on their behalf to one of 4 charities that I had pre-selected.
And those 4 charities, they're great charities all around the Valley, and let's touch on them. The first one is the Northampton Survival Center.
Yeah, the Northampton Survival Center runs a food pantry which services, I think, most of Hampshire County, and certainly in these challenging economic times, they're providing a really vital service for people who might otherwise go hungry.
The second is one of my favorites, the Dakin Pioneer Valley Humane Society.
Yeah, Dakin's near and dear to my heart and to probably the hearts of every animal lover throughout the Valley, and I think everybody knows the great work that they do.
And the Carson Center for Career Services, we have to mention
Carson
them.
Center for Human Services, yeah, they do a number of mental health and rehabilitative services throughout the Pioneer Valley.
And lastly, the Arcadia Wildlife Sanctuary is the other one you picked.
Yes, Arcadia is part of Massachusetts Audubon. They have a lovely conservation area in East Hampton on the Northampton border. If you've never been there, it's a beautiful place to walk around.
So you picked all these charities and you donated to them. Roughly how much did it end up with at the end of the day?
Well, I mean, what was amazing to me, I mean, basically it was a free raffle, which some people had a little difficulty wrapping their minds around.
People don't understand that sometimes. You can get something for free every once in a while.
Yeah, and basically I wasn't asking people to donate anything, but people willingly gave of themselves as well. So I raised as much what people gave as I did in terms of what I offered to people in terms of the $1 per raffle ticket. So I ended up raising just over $500 for these 4 charities.
If you could give any advice to someone out there maybe who's thinking about kind of giving of themselves on their birthday, what might you say?
I would say do something that you enjoy. Do something that's from the heart. I think, I mean, there's any number of things that you can do that are helping others. I know some people have had birthday parties, and instead of asking guests to bring gifts, they ask them to bring food for the local food pantry, or to bring gifts for needy children. I mean, I think the sky is the limit in terms of what you can do. And my feeling is that in this day and age, we're often focused very much on what we can get. And to turn that around and to experience the joy of giving instead is infinitely more rewarding and gratifying.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing it with us.
Well, thank you, Sean.
It means a lot that you do it.
Thank you.